Hello everyone, myself Praveen Kumar. I have graduated from IIT Kanpur in Civil Engineering. This year I have secured All India Rank 7 in CSE 2020, and in this video I am going to discuss about my experience with the BYJU'S The Hindu Analysis videos. First, I want to tell you that during my entire 2.5 year journey of preparation, I have constantly watched the Hindu analysis videos of BYJU'S IAS, and it has helped me a lot in both prelims as well as mains, and further in personality test also it helped me a lot. So I'll going to discuss that how this video was helpful to me. So first thing is, it helped me understand the syllabus of UPSC. So in the Hindu analysis videos, what happens that whenever any article is chosen, for example, development that is mindful of nature, then it also says that to which syllabus it is related to. For example, it is related to GS3, both economy as well as environmental part. It also says how environmental impact assessment is necessary while planning any development project. So in this way, whenever any article is chosen, it refers to the various parts of the syllabus where it is related to. So that's how I was able to remember the syllabus, and I was also able to understand how to pick up the article. Now the second point that I want to emphasize is, it also helped me understand how to read and analyze the Hindu newspaper by myself. So the idea of watching this video is not to spoon feed ourselves with the Hindu newspaper, but to understand that how we can ourselves analyze the Hindu newspaper in the same way as the BYJU'S videos analyzes. So what I used to understand is, how do they select articles, how do they relate it to different parts of the syllabus of general studies, and in this way over a period of time, like after watching 2.5 months of videos, I was able to easily pick up all the articles which the BYJU'S analysis video used to pick up. So in this way, I would like to suggest every new as well as other aspirants that watch the videos as well as read the Hindu newspaper. But the idea is to understand ourselves that how we can analyze the Hindu newspaper in the same way that the BYJU'S videos analyzes. The third point that I want to emphasize is mapping part. So whenever any article is discussed in the videos, there are various places names are taken. So what I used to do is, I used to refer to my maps, both India's political as well as physical geography as well as world's geography maps, to see where these places are located. By this way, my mapping skill was very strengthened out of watching these videos. Now the third point that I want to emphasize is, by watching these videos, you will be able to revise daily your static content of your preparation. For example, I still remember there was an article that how CMs of different states like Rajasthan as well as Punjab, they have basically initiated a meeting where they were going to discuss how the arms smuggling, narco trafficking, these things are creating problems in border areas as well as creating various kind of internal security challenges. So through this video, I was able to understand the entire portion of security, both border management part of security as well as such kind of arms smuggling, narco trafficking, how this kind of things are leading to organized crime, and from organized crime how it is fueling insurgency as well as various kind of civil rebellion movements in different parts of India. For example, here it was discussed how Khalistan movement was basically financed by narco trafficking. So In this article, basically, it was a discussion regarding how Pakistan and Golden Crescent areas basically export various kind of drugs to the through India's border, and how it is fueling insurgency in various parts of India, be it Punjab, like Khalistan movement in 1980s, as well as the current situation in Kashmir. So in this way, I was able to revise my static syllabus also. Now the another point that I want to emphasize is how this video helped me in the prelims part of this examination. Again, while discussing any videos, if any factual things comes, they discuss in this video about that factual thing also. So it helped me revise those things. Further, if any index is mentioned, then they will tell the background of that index. For example, global hunger index, they will tell how this hunger index is calculated, as well as who is the agency behind this index. So in this way, I was able to revise my content for prelims also. Further, at the last portion of this video, they also provide 3 to 4 questions based on the articles that was discussed in the videos. Further, they also post 2 to 3 questions of previous year questions. So by solving these questions, I was able to practice around 5 to 6 questions of prelims on a daily basis. So in this way, it was helpful for me in prelims exam also. Now coming to the mains portion. I think here this video was really helpful to me, as I discussed in the previous example that how arms trafficking as well as narco trafficking is basically fueling insurgency as well as organized crime. So this is a part of security syllabus in GS3 portion. Another example that I want to mention is, recently I watched one video. It was how rising trade relations, border tension points to India's China conundrum. So basically in this article, I was able to understand these things from the video. First thing, they discuss about what is the current status of trade ties between India and China, where they discuss about the scale of trade between India and China, which has crossed more than $100 billion. Then they discussed about what are the different dimensions in which we trade with China. For example, manufacturing sector, electronic sector, pharmaceutical sector. Then another thing they discuss about why the trade deficit between India and China is so high. I mean, it's in favor of China, where they discussed that how India lacks various kinds of critical components, how India's manufacturing sector as well as pharmaceutical sector is so much dependent on China's raw materials. Further, they discuss about how China's traffic as well as non-tariff barriers leads to rising trade deficit between India and China. Further, they discuss about border tension between India and China. Then they discuss about what should be the way forward to basically mitigate the rising trade ties, and as well as how to mitigate the problems of border challenges. So in this way, I was able to understand 2 to 3 parts of the syllabus. First thing is international relation. Second thing is India's economic sector. Third thing is border problems, again which is related to GS3 parts of security. So in this way, it was very helpful for me in the mains. Further, it also helped me structure my analysis. For example, if I am discussing about this article, then I was able to frame various kind of questions that we have to basically analyze from this article. As we discussed that how can we structure this article, which they have written that rising trade relation, border tension points to India-China conundrum. So basically, if I have to analyze this in a structured framework, I will think that what is the trade relation between India and China, what is the current status, what are the different dimensions in which we trade with China, why the trade deficit between India and China is so high, then what are the various border tensions that we are having with China, then what should be the way forward. In this way, if you structure the entire article in a proper framework manner by asking different types of questions, you will be able to basically mind map the entire content. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to basically reproduce those contents. Further, I also want to discuss one point. There was an article about Global Hunger Index in which they discuss what is the issue of food security in India. So basically they structured the discussion in two ways. First thing is demand side and second is supply side. So basically they discussed about the issue of food security from both angle. Demand side, that is the population side, that how they are not able to access the various benefits as well as welfare programs that are provided by the government. Like what are the various challenges in targeted public distribution system. Further, what are the problems in types of food provided by the government. Then in the supply side they discuss about the agriculture, how India's agricultural problems are there. Further, how we are not able to properly process the food that is basically cultivated by the farmers. Further, what are the logistical challenges in providing food to our population. So in this way they structured the discussion. As far as I can remember, it was discussed I think in 2020 November, because I was at that time training in Indian Railways. So I mean those videos, those articles I could remember now only because it was structured in a proper manner. And if any new aspirant basically structured the entire discussion in such a proper framework manner, then only you are going to basically remember the content as well as reproduce anywhere, be it mains examination as well as personality test. Further, one more point I want to emphasize for mains, that they also post 2 to 3 questions related to those portions of the article, and you can basically restructure your content by seeing those questions. So further it also helped me in mains answer writing strategy. Another point that I want to emphasize is how did I use these videos for my personality test. Again the same thing that I discussed, that it helped me restructure the entire content, and that's what is needed in personality test also. Because when they ask you any question, for example if they ask you what is the current status of India's economy, or why India's GDP growth is declining, something like this. So how do you structure those things? By seeing these videos I was able to structure those things. For example, if I have to analyze economy, India's GDP, then I will think in 4 terms. That is, first is private consumption expenditure, second thing is private investment, third thing is government expenditure, and fourth thing is net export. So this structuring, which also helped me both in mains answer writing as well as personality test, I was able to develop it. A lot of credit goes to this Byju's The Hindu Analysis videos. Now coming to one more point that I want to emphasize for working professionals. So in my second attempt, I was already undergoing training in Indian Railways. So basically I was getting very less time to basically read the Hindu newspaper. So what I used to do is I skip the reading of the Hindu newspaper and I completely replace it with watching the Byju's analysis videos of the Hindu. So basically working professional who does not have enough time, they can skip reading the Hindu newspaper and they can completely shift to watching analysis videos, whereby you can understand your syllabus, you can also understand various static portion, as well as it will help you in prelims, mains as well as personality test also. So basically this was all my journey regarding the Hindu analysis video. I will must say that during my entire 2.5 years of preparation, I have almost watched the Byju analysis videos constantly, I mean without skipping almost any single day. So thank you very much.